Good morning, students. Welcome back to another exciting math lesson. I'm so happy to see all of you here today, ready to learn something new. Today, we are going to discover something that will change the way you see math because we are going to learn how mathematics is used in real life. Specifically, we will be writing algebraic expressions to represent everyday situations. By the end of this lesson, you will realize that algebra isn't just something you do inside a classroom, it's something that shows up in your daily life all the time. Before we begin, let's take a look at what we are working today. Here is our lesson objective. At the end of this video, you should be able to model real life situations using algebraic expressions. That's our goal. And I promise, by the time we finish, this is going to feel a lot more natural than you think. Let's start with a question. Have you ever wondered why we study algebra? Where does it actually show up in real life? Well, here's the answer. Mathematical expressions are used to simplify and solve real world problems efficiently. Every time we deal with situations that involve unknown quantities like prices, distance, ages, savings, we can use algebra to represent and solve them. Now, let's talk about what algebra is. Algebra is a branch of mathematics that uses symbols and letters to represent numbers and operations. In algebra, we work with two very important things: letters. These are called variables. They represent unknown or changing values. Numbers. These are called constants. They represent fixed values that do not change. Let's look at a quick example to make this clear. 5x. In the expression 5x, the number 5 is the constant. It is a fixed value. And the letter x is the variable. It represents a number we don't know yet, or a number that can change. Simple enough, right? Let's keep going. Now, let's define the main topic of today's lesson. An algebraic expression is a combination of variables, numbers, and operations. It can include addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division, or a mix of all of this. Here are some examples: x plus 3, 2x minus 5. These are algebraic expressions. They have variables, constants, and operations working together. Here's a way to think about algebraic expression that I really love. Writing algebraic expressions is like learning a new language. Think about this way. Just like you can translate words from English to Filipino or from Filipino to another language. In math, we translate words and real life situations into numbers, symbols, and variables. Let me break this down for you. A real life situation is like a sentence in English. An algebraic expression is that same sentence but written in the language of math. So, when you read a word problem or a real life scenario, your job is to be a translator. You take the words and you convert them into a mathematical expression. Algebraic expression are simply the math version of what's happening in real life. And once you get that hang of it, it's actually a lot of fun. Now, let's apply what we have learned. We will translate real life situations into algebraic expression. Let's go through them one by one. Maria is 4 years older than her brother. If her brother's age is represented by X, how can we express Maria's age? We are not told what Maria's exact age is. All we know is that she is 4 years older than her brother. So we are working with an unknown age. Her brother's age is represented by the variable x. Now, Maria is 4 years older than her brother. The key word here is older, and older means we need to add. So we take her brother's age, which is x, and we add 4 to it. That gives us Maria's age. The answer is x plus 4. Next, we have here another situation. Marco saved 200 less than his friend. If his friend's saving is represented by y, how much did Marco save? Here, the variable y represents his friend's saving, a value we don't know exactly. Now, the problem says Marco saved 200 less than his friend. The key word here is less, and less means we subtract. So, we take his friend's savings, which is y, and we subtract 200 from it. That represents what Marco saved. Marco's saving is equal to y minus 200. All right, math wizards. Now it's your turn. Let's see how well you've understood the lesson so far. Here is a problem for you to try on your own. A car traveled 10 kilometers on the first day and 50 kilometers more on the second day. How can we express the total distance? I'll give you 30 seconds to think about it. If you need more time, feel free to pause this video right now. Go ahead, I'll wait. All right, let's check your answer together. The variable d represents the distance the car traveled on the first day. On the second day, it traveled 50 kilometers more. And remember, more means we add. So the total distance is d plus 50. So that is our answer. D plus 50 is the total distance. Did you get the correct answer? Fantastic! Give yourself a pat on the back. You deserve it. So, before we close, let's take a moment to recap everything we covered in today's lesson. In modeling real life situations into algebraic expressions, we are simply translating words into the language of mathematics. Words like more than, less than, twice, and others help us decide what operation to use. By understanding the situation carefully and spotting the right keywords, you can always form the correct algebraic expression. That's a wrap for today's lesson. You all did a wonderful job. We went from understanding what algebra is to translating real life situations into algebraic expressions. And you did great. Always remember, math is not just a subject, it is a language. And now, you are learning how to speak it. Keep practicing your translations. Look out for those keywords and don't be afraid to try. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it up, Math Wizards. I'm so proud of every single one of you. See you in our next lesson.